Okay, everybody, just wanted to take a picture of the carburetor. I just got back from Hobbs. Now this is a Holley 4180. Try to get some good video. There we go. This is actually a Holley carburetor made for Ford. This goes on a 1983, my 83 Mercury Capri. Same as the Mustang. Now, a couple more things I have left to do to it. It just got rebuilt. If you're ever wondering how to figure out one of these things. Right here, this little guy connects to a pipe that goes down into the exhaust and picks up the heat. And it circles back around and comes into this one. This is the choke. I have to put the cover on there. It's for electric choke. It's a white wire. Okay. Up front here, this is these are just vents that go for the emissions. But they were pointing out that it is actually kind of rare nowadays to have one of these. But down here, these are some important things. I don't know if you can see that little screw. From the factory, the other one, I'll try to get an idea. I got it sitting on a can. That one right there. Those are the front ones. Okay? Those are the ones you adjust for your idle. Now, if you have a factory 5.0 with a real 4180 carburetor, those have hardened plugs in them. About 10 years ago, I sent this carburetor off to be built to spec to the motor that I built, which is a factory motor, but it's all, this is the original carburetor. Here's another neat thing. Now that's cleaned up before I put it all back on there. Try to get a shot of it. Tells you the year. See, it says 1983 on there. Well, it says the 83 with the stamps, and this, you see the circle around it. So this one appears to have been built in February. See the two little marks in the circle. It's hard to make it out. So if you're working on one of these, this is the solenoid kicker for an automatic, so I never really did anything with it. These things kick up a little bit when it first starts. The automatics. There's your 4 barrels. Here's where it's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. These monsters. Now, try to get a shot of those. This is a real treat for me because the carburetor when I originally built it, the car, and I did up the motor. And here's your fuel, correct fuel intake area. I sent it off to a place called Pony Carburetors. I'm not even sure if they're in business anymore, but they really did a nice job on it. But what's happening is the car kept stalling out. I thought it was because it was getting too much fuel, when in fact, after all that work, it was the fuel pressure. These things only need 3-4 pounds of pressure to run. So just for authentication purposes, I wanted to show you what it looked like. And this is, I guess, like Mr. Hobbs himself said, it's getting pretty rare to see these things nowadays. This is going to be going back in the car soon. But it's a 4180 Holley. If you're ever looking for the right one for your Mustang or Capri, you can use some of these part numbers here to reference. That's original though. Okay. I'm just excited, like I said. This is a basic overview. There's going to be a cap that goes on here with the white wire. That's your electric choke. This is for your heat. This goes down into the, I made a metal piece that went down, wraps around the exhaust, comes back up, turns the rubber, and then goes in here. This is the other side. There's your vents. Intake. These are plugged up. This is goes to part of the emissions. This is plugged off part of the emissions. And here's the other big mistake a lot of people make. This one. This is your vacuum for your alternator. vacuum advance. So don't get them screwed up. Vacuum advance. I'm sorry. This one's your vacuum advance. This one's for the heater.